This is the Royal Financial Investment Group. As always, this is your host, Prince Sykes here, coming to you guys live with another great, awesome video. I think I'm going to title this video, How Much Does Your Mutual Fund Cost? Or How Much Does a Mutual Fund Cost? Something like that. You guys get the point, right? Don't have a lot of time, so I definitely know you guys don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to jump straight into the topic. Let's get to it. So, people always say, hey, get a mutual fund, about to buy a mutual fund or whatever. But the question that 99% of people don't know is how much does a mutual fund cost? And then, you have some financial people, they'll tell you, hey, well, mutual fund doesn't cost anything. But we all know that people are not doing anything for free, and you got to be getting paid. You have to be getting paid some type of way. So the question is, how are you getting paid? That's the first question you should ask any financial advisor or anything. Hey, how are you getting paid? Because I know you're not behind that desk for free, right? And, in all honesty, yeah, they deserve to get paid. But anyway, it's nice to know how much. So I'm going to show you guys here with E-Trade how to find out. So research, we're going to go to products. We're going to click on mutual funds. Again, that was research, products, and mutual funds, right? So now, as my computer come up, it's going to ask you different filters. So you guys, in case you got lost, research, products, and then you have mutual funds. Had to check my little message thing that came in there real quick. But anyway, mutual funds, right? So I zoomed in a little bit because I know on a couple videos, some people was like, hey, I can't see what you're doing. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Zoom in a little bit more. So anyway, we're going to go to, all families. We're just using this for, all groups. This is like a little filter that you can go through all groups. And we're just going to pick, let's pick, what you guys want to pick. Convertibles, whatever. That's good. Now, let's go to large growth. Yeah, large growth. I'm going to hit the view button here. As it's come up, what it's going to do is bring up all the mutual fund streams that we had. I'm just going to pick on the first one here. So some people say, hey, look, it only cost $27. I put my money into it. I reinvest into it. I'm good. Good as golden, right? But they're not paying attention. How much does this thing actually cost? Let's zoom in a little bit more. See right here, net expense. 0.99. That's how much it's going to cost, right? The gross is 1.12. Once all the little fees and stuff like that are taken out, or incentives or whatever, you're looking at a net expense ratio of 0.99. And you can hover over the question mark to get a little quick explanation of net expense. You can hover over the question mark here to get a little bit of gross expense. But what we're going to do here, what I want to show you guys is, let's go back to, it's a little calculator here. I'm going to click on not more fees. Let's go up here to fees and expenses, right? Now, the cool thing about going to fees and expenses, I like to always compare to the S&P 500. You don't have to do this here. I'm just doing something here just for my own purpose. But you're going to go right here to compare fees of this mutual fund, which is WPSGX or whatever. Just a random one that I picked up. So it has a little calculator down here, right? It'll tell you like, hey, if you made a $10,000, let's say if you made a $5,000 investment. Let me zoom in. I want to make sure you guys can see this a little bit. There we go, right? That's better for you guys. So if you made a $5,000 investment, and let's say you invested $200 a month, and $200 a month, that's going to be $2,400 a year, right? You made that contribution annually, and let's say if you did an estimated return of 5 years and you did this for 30 years, this is your retirement that you put into a mutual fund, and you're going to hit the go button, right? So what it does now, we have our expense ratio. This right here is going to tell us our estimated expense of having this fund. $18,694 $94.88. Kind of tripping up there for a second. That's how much your total expense is going to be if you had this thing for 30 years, and with these selections that you made down here. And I love to pull up the SPY. It tells you the total expense of the SPY, which is pretty much tracks the S&P 500. This is the total fee of it. 1,000 whatever, right? So hey, look, $18,000. So that's how much it's going to cost you in total expenses. But hey, what's free? They told me. Can't believe everybody tells you, right? So we're going to go back, and it's another piece I love to do as well. Let's go to the charts. Charts don't lie, right? Let's go back over the last 10 years. And, ooh, that does look nice. And we're going to compare it to the S&P 500. Hopefully you guys can kind of see this. This is the S&P 500, the little yellow line, right? This is that little mutual fund. Didn't look too nice over the years. So the S&P 500 beat it. And also, the S&P 500 is a fraction of the price. Now, this is the charts. Just now they're not made up. You guys can walk through it and do it yourself. You can go back to the max. This is taking you all the way back to 1997 until now. Look at the charts. Comparing to the S&P 500. And looking at your mutual fund, and I also told you I compared the fees. So you can do that with any mutual fund you want to do. Compare it to the S&P 500, see how much it's going to cost you. And one more, and you know, we already showed you the fees, so you see how much the S&P 500 will cost and how's it performing towards the S&P 500. Do that with every mutual fund. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. To the next video. Also, you got any questions, let me know as well. But until the next video, you guys already know what to do. Peace out, be safe, happy holidays. Peace.